Hello, everyone. This is Ankh of Life coming to you all with a new video. Today, we are going to be talking about evolving as human beings. Yes, evolving as human beings. And I have bought myself a little, uh, what is this? A camera light. Gives me a little bit better lighting. Bought this from Temu. Oh, that's even better. Even better. Bought me a little light from Temu. But anyway, let's get into this conversation. I think I need the other light because I need to see my notes. I need to see my notes. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to adjust it. Okay. So, what I just wanted to talk about today, that it seems like as we are evolving as humans, we're getting a little bit more physically and mentally weaker due to the technology that's available. This has become a world of serve it to me on a platter with a glass of wine on the side. Yes. Back in the day, we had to go out, and work hard to get our meals. And I'm talking back in the thousands of years ago, guys, where we had to work for our food, had to go out and hunt and just do things manually. That's what I'm talking about. But it seems like now, as we are evolving, getting a little bit lazy, people don't want to exercise. People don't want to do things the hard way or the way where you actually learn and have to use your brain to process things. People just want things quickly, and I'm not against anyone who goes out and gets plastic surgery for their bodies or anything like that. I'm not against it. But I'm saying, I just feel when you work hard for something, there's a better sense of, how can I put it? You have a better sense of self-worth. If self-worth, you feel like, okay, this is something I worked hard on, and look at what I'm enjoying, the fruit of my labor. Okay. But there's pretty much, because I've heard them say that that humans are actually living longer, in which that's what statistics are saying. But I always look at it to what is the quality of life of living longer. There's pretty much a medication that can prolong. There's medications that can help to prolong your life, but are you having a quality life? And what quality of life means, being able to get up and move around and enjoy things. Because a lot of the medications have a lot of side effects, as you all know. When you see those commercials that come on TV, how they'll say, oh, this will help with that, but then you may have headaches, you may have eye pain, itchy throat, like stuff like that. It's crazy. But I just wanted to come and talk about this today because it kind of bothers me, how this world is set up and how it makes us think that we have to just constantly be on the go, on the move. Like, on the weekends, I like to sit in and chill sometimes. Like, some people, they'll say, oh, did you get out and do anything? And I'm like, no, I just chilled in the house. Like, I actually enjoy my place. Like, I have my plants, I have books to read, I have things that I like to do besides and it here where I'm living at right now, it's starting to get a little bit cooler. I like to get in nature and go to the different parks and stuff. But sometimes I just like to sit at home and not do anything. and reset my mind. And some people just don't understand that. They just have to constantly be on the go. Constantly. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to be out in the crowd. I got to see what's going on. As if they're missing out on something. I am so glad that I am past that phase in my life to where I feel I'm missing out on something, because I don't. I can do things on my time, on the weekend at least. Now, that's something else I wanted to talk about, is the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday business with the jobs. Oh my goodness. It's draining. And I figured that since I had went back to school and got a degree in something that is considered a reputable profession, I'm not getting all into the details, that I would be happier. Well, I'm not. What I will say is that I feel I will be happier doing my own thing, being my own boss. There are politics in everything that we do when it's governed by someone else. I got into this field thinking that I was just going to go in, help people and help people in my way. Well, most places now, they have limits on how much time you can spend with a patient to give them like patient education, to actually, try to gauge to see what knowledge they have. And because you have to meet people halfway, you got to find out how much they know, and then that's where me as a nurse, that's where I will come in and provide additional education or try to gather some resources to help them to be able to better understand a problem they may have. Or, we don't get enough time for that. You're constantly rushed. This 9 to 5 life, Monday through Friday, you're constantly rushed. They feel that if they can fit more people in within a smaller amount of time, they get paid more money. Everything's money based. It's not human based. It's not based on people's feelings. It's money based. So, yeah, I got to get out of it. I'm going to have to do my own thing. I really am. I got some things I'm thinking about. I'm going to speak them into life. I'm not going to talk about it on here. I don't want anybody stealing my ideas, but I got some things that I'm, thinking about doing to get out of that rut, because, I just don't believe in the conventional way of living. Sorry, some people gonna get mad at me. Get married, buy a house, buy a brand new car, retire and die. I mean, that's basically how it's set up for us to live. I want to break the cycle, if that makes any sense. It's not gonna make sense to some people, but it just, let me move on and start talking about something else. I also wanted to mention it here in this video because I erased one of my previous videos. It was one of the videos when I had came back from out of town, because I didn't want anybody to think that I am racist. But again, I don't even know if I can be racist, because with me being racist, how would that affect anybody? Like, I don't have that much power. What do you say? A group has to have power in order to make things happen. Power and influence. I don't have enough power or influence to make anything, happen on a large scale, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I speak about racism, against racism here on my channel, but I am in no way racist to any culture, any race. Like, that's just not me. Because, Anyway, I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I just had to mention that because I was like, let me clarify that. I hear so many people on here say that they see no race and that we all are equal, but that is the way it's supposed to be, you know. Um, but that is not my reality, and I can only speak on the reality that I live and the situations that I've faced. So that's what I come and bring to you all. It is not to make you think bad about another race or um, make you look down on anybody, but I'm just trying to bring it to your attention, because people always say, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, I've seen how it matters in my life, so I'm going to speak about it because I'm tired of being quiet. I've even had, I had a coworker who said to me, and I hate to say, she's black just the way I am. She said, because you're black power. You're like black power. I said, black power? What do you mean? Like, where did this come from? She said, I guess my locks and, I speak about things that I see of how some providers may treat some patients better than other patients. I see it. I mean, I'm not making the things up in my mind. I'm not crazy. And we all know that it happens. So anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that subject, but it needs to be brought to the forefront and talked about. Okay? I wanted to talk about people, always wanting to be in charge of other people's lives. That goes back to being in the system environment of the workplace. They want to be in charge and be seen as influential figures. But you first have to make sure that you are in charge of your mind and that you do have a positive mindset, because you have to keep in mind that the people that you are leading, and that goes for managers, leaders, and all of that, the people that you are leading look to you to make big decisions in people's jobs. That's their livelihood. And that's another thing. That is your livelihood. Your job is your livelihood. And they know that. And that's why so many people are stressed out here in this world, because they have bad management, bad leaders at work who get in a position and they think that they can push you around, or they feel they have control over your life. Because if you are living in that conventional way of get a house, get nice cars, and all of that, you got to pay for that stuff. And they know you have to pay for that stuff. So that's how these jobs get you stuck. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't like to buy nice things, because I do. But as I've gotten older, I'm very strategic about what I buy, because I say to myself, if I want to leave this job, if I want to leave and walk off today, how much debt do I have? Are they going to come pick my car up? Are they going to sit me out of my house if I don't make a payment? Well, that will be any creditor. But I'm just saying, like, who wants to have that dangling over their head all the time? Personally, with my view, that's why I think so many people are stressed out. That's why I think, so many people are stressed out, trying to have all of this stuff, maintain this lifestyle that looks good, but they're stressed. So then they say you're depressed. So then when you're depressed, what do? You take the medications. And I'm not trying to look down on anybody who has to take any medication for depression. So please don't come for me for that, because some people have clinical depression. But what I am saying is that this society will make you depressed. Between the news, work, having to do all this other stuff, and it's not funny. It's not. Because I really feel bad for some people sometimes, because when I see all of the burdens that they are carrying. And usually it's not even their problems and other problems that their family or people were putting on them. You know, I saw it happen to my father, but anyway, I'm just really intentional about how I live my life now. And don't get me wrong, you know, there's some things that I sit up and think about. And some things I do wrong. I still make mistakes. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I don't make mistakes, but you just have to be intentional about things that you're doing. Sometimes I think I overthink things too much. I do. Then that's when I have to go pull out a bottle of that wine and drink some. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, let me stick to the topic. It's just, I just feel that all of these people who want to be influential and be in power and leadership roles don't always need to be there. There was a book I was reading, and it's for my class. It's a leadership class, and they were talking about where leaders and managers are put into roles based on the need and not their actual skill to lead. You know, so they're putting people who don't really need to be leaders in leadership roles. And that's not good. That's not good. And I think a lot of people mistake, you know, being in a leadership role as power or having money as power. And that's the misconception that a lot of people have in this world today. Just because you are a millionaire or billionaire doesn't mean that you are an influential, a positive influential person. You know, status does not equal you being positive and living a good life. But people tend to look up to people like that because, as we all know, money rules the world. So, you know, that's just how it goes. But you have to just be mindful of what information you're taking in and who you're following. You know, you need to have a sound mind and not be so easily to be, you know, be a sheep, as they say. A sheep in a herd that gets slaughtered later on. So anyway, just you need to learn some things. But let's see. I just wanted to talk, get into nature. I like to take walks and just look at the beauty of nature. Tends to calm me down. I was talking about, you know, why do you think that to live in places that are nicer and have more serene environments, it costs more? Because the masses, they know that your environment plays a huge role on how you think, how you feel, how you perceive life, your life, you know. So yeah, even a vacation in places, Hawaii, there's some other beautiful places. These, was it, oh, I don't know, I can't, the beautiful places where the scenery is really nice and there's flowers, and like when I went to Greece, the beautiful flowers, the beautiful blue water. It's expensive to go there, and it's usually expensive to live in those places because it's serene, it's peaceful. You know, the bad neighborhoods where there's trash and factories located in corner stores that sell beers and cigarettes, those places don't cost that much to live there. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. Because your environment plays a huge role, again, like I said, on your perception, you know. But I'm going to end this video. I just want to say, remember that a positive mindset produces positive outcomes in life. It's all in your mind, how you think, okay? And just be blessed, my people. Have a great day.